Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
So let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. With us is Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sakova.
Patiently waiting for us.
Let's start with one of the few stocks that is under pressure today, and it's a mega cap.
Yeah, one big tech mega cap that is under a lot of pressure. Amazon, we've been talking about it since the earnings. The ticker is AMZ, and stock is down more than 7%. Really, we're seeing such a big recovery among all the losers of the last few days, but this is not the case for Amazon. The stock is already down 10% year to date. The number that everyone has been talking about is that 200 billion investment, data centers, chips. And obviously, investors are jittery about any AI spending, especially in the last few weeks. We saw similar reactions to Microsoft, Alphabet. That said, Microsoft is up today. But what we saw is that the CEO is saying that the money will go to the cloud business, to the Amazon Web Services cloud business. But the important number that everyone is looking at is their projection for profit. It was about 16 to 21 billion, and it's lower than what analysts were expecting. So obviously that's the big issue investors have been looking at, and the moment it's denting profits, you can see that investors are really punishing the stocks. Amazon has been doing a lot of layoffs, 30,000 since October. That's about 10% of the corporate workforce. But the company has had a pretty rough stretch and is not caught in that big recovery that we're seeing today, and as the buyers are emerging.
I got to say, I think it's safe to say that Mark Mahaney over at ISI Evercore, a pretty positive spin on these hyperscalers, big mega cap tech companies in terms of the spend and vying for dominance in this world.
If you missed that interview, check it out on our podcast feed.
We like to do shameless plugs. Why not? Matt Miller is not the only one who can do them. All right. So Amazon, AMZN, of course, is the ticker. Let's go to another one, a subject that we've been talking a lot to, and that is the crypto universe.
Complete reversal, and crypto-linked stocks are on the top of this. They're obviously Bitcoin retracted. We almost had like a 50% drop from its peak. Now we're around 70,000. And all the companies that are associated with cryptocurrency pretty much move in line with that bet. We're looking at Strategy, Mara Holdings, Coinbase, Robinhood. All of those names, really big reversal today. Leading the gains is a company that just reported earnings, MicroStrategy. The ticker, of course, is MSTR. The stock is up 25% year to date. But this is not about the earnings report. Actually, the fundamentals from the earnings reports were pretty weak. The Bitcoin hoarding company confirmed a net loss of more than 12 billion, but obviously investors are not looking for that. It's a very strong sentiment day. That said, the company is now down about 12%. The company, Sayware has said the company faces no margin calls. Everyone is asking, obviously, are they going to sell Bitcoin? So far, we're not seeing this being the case. But another trend we're not seeing is the company is not buying Bitcoin at the moment. So perhaps that is telling.
But it's like on sale for them. That's what's
exactly.
Perhaps.
If you're a believer, right, this would be the time.
Yeah,
this is an opportunity.
If you like it at 100, you should like it now, right? It makes sense.
If you liked it at $125,000, you'd love it at $70,000.
Perfect.
Unless
you don't have the money, or I don't know.
Or you think it can go even down more?
Good
even
point.
lower?
Who knows what way it goes?
You're into cosmetic companies, aren't you?
Yeah, especially if they're moving big one way or the other. I don't know what to say.
I didn't know why I did that to him.
That was a reluctant no.
That was an uncomfortable pause.
Yeah.
Well, we're in this business. We all have to wear a little bit of makeup.
Yeah.
Should we talk Coty?
Coty, it's an interesting one. So the brands under it, Kylie Cosmetics, Gucci, CoverGirl, Sally Hansen, there are quite a few different ones, even if you haven't heard the name. Shares are sliding though today. Stock is down 15%. The beauty company scraps its fiscal 2026 outlook. This is not the first company that's reacting like that. We saw a similar reaction by Estee Lauder just yesterday. The stock actually tumbled 19%. Beauty industry is obviously an interesting space to watch when it comes to the economy. So that kind of weakness we're seeing could be telling indicator. The company said that they're seeing heightened promotional environment and weakness in its consumer beauty business. They recently got a stake in hair care brand Vela. So it's an interesting company to watch under a lot of pressure, and everyone's looking at the consumer and what's been happening to it. And this perhaps is a good indicator that maybe some of those discretionary spending is not doing so well.
I don't know. When you don't have a lot to spend, they talk about, you have money to buy a lipstick because it's a small purchase. Denitza, thank you so much. Stock Movers Podcast, check it out. 5-minute episodes, big winners, big losers in the stock market. Find it on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcast.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.